Oxalis stricta. Nickname for this plant is love, love, love. This is part one, and in part two, I'll be sharing a mnemonic or memory technique to help you commit to memory the most distinguishing characteristics of this plant for identifying purposes. Be sure to watch all of part one so that part two is understandable. It is a weedy plant. When young, it grows erect, but later on, as it matures, it will start to recline or lay down on the ground. It branches regularly and is at maturity between 6 to 15 inches in height. The flowers, as you see, are yellow. They are star-shaped. The stems are somewhat hairy. The flower has an overall bell-shaped or bell shape and has 5 sepals as well. Notice fringes or hairs along the edges of the smooth leaflets. That is common with this plant. The leaves are divided into 3 heart-shaped leaflets. Each leaflet has a crease down the middle, which allows it to close at night or under stress, intense heat, or heavy rain. The flowers close at night as well. There are 10 stamens in the middle of the flower. The edges of each leaflet is smooth, bearing the fringy hairs around the edges, which you had seen in the earlier slide. The flowers are approximately 1/2 inch across when fully opened, and the leaves can be up to 1 full inch across when fully opened. This shows us an example of some folding leaflets. Again, 10 stamen. Now the flowers grow from where the leaf stalk, remember this is an entire leaf, divided into 3 heart-shaped leaflets, borne on very long stems, just as the flowers are borne on very long stems. Now the flowers grow from where the leaf stalk meets the stem. What is also common with this plant is that the flowers can grow in clusters up to 5, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 1. These are the flower buds that eventually mature and turn into seed pods. The flowers are referred to as being floppy on the stem. This part here makes the flowers, seed pods, and flower buds very flimsy and floppy on the stem. The seed pods, flower buds are erect on the stem. They have a short point at the top, which we'll see a better picture of that in a later slide. They have flat sides and 5 sepals intact. The 5 sepals intact will be present when the flower comes out and remains when the flower develops into the seed pod. This is a close-up of the 5 sepals. Unfortunately, this picture contradicts a lot of my research, which classifies this plant as having a rhizomous root structure, which is essentially like a rope going along the ground, parallel along the ground. I have a picture illustrating that coming up. But the root structure will in no way endanger you. This plant has 0 poisonous lookalikes. However, there are multiple species of this plant. The Woodsorrel, which are all edible. Notice the flat sides. This represents the seed pod or the flower bud. Each of these pods are divided into 5 sections, and each section contains 10 or more tiny seeds. The stems are very thin. They are green to pink in color, very weak. Seed pods or flower buds, flat sides, short point at the top, rectangular sepals here, or triangular, I should say, triangular sepals. They are hairy. Notice again the erect structure. Each stem is erect as well, often approximately 90 degrees off of the main stem. (90°). Pink and or green stems. These leaflets can be green, obviously. Depending on the environment, they can appear to be reddish, brownish, or purplish. This is the rhizomatous root system I was referring to. Very fibrous as well. This root will be underground, with these plants appearing to be growing separately above the ground, but just underneath the surface, they are interconnected with this type of root system. Hairy stem. These are the tiny seeds I was referring to. And the edible parts of this plant are the leaves, the stems, seed pods, the seeds, the flowers, and the flower buds. To learn how to prepare these parts for eating, visit survivalplantsmemorycourse.com. Click on the Oxalis stricta link, yellow Woodsorrel, or love, love, love. And the methods of preparation will be found on the fact sheet. This has been part 1, and in part 2 I'll be sharing a mnemonic or memory technique to help you commit to memory the most distinguishing characteristics of this plant for identifying purposes. Thank you for watching.